my boy Lil Boo.
What's up? This is Lil Boo. It's Baby Boo.
Dude, the one time he kept calling himself Baby Boo, and then he's like, "Oh man, Baby Boo don't feel so good." I just hear him throwing up outside. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh no, Baby Boo don't feel so good.
Uh-oh.
Hey, take it away, dog.
Oh, alright.
I think I got last week. Yeah, I sang a song and everything.
Oh, there's so much to live up for.
Yeah, you got to beat that, dude.
Oh. Troll Bar Tavern. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Troll Bar Tavern. It's me, the Bard, your usual guest, along with my other usual guest,
The Troll Bird.
the Troll Bird. And today we have a very unusual guest.
A
Oh,
special
snap.
guest.
The specialist boy.
Our second guest ever on the Troll Bar Tavern.
Yeah.
The man himself, the head honcho,
Edrok Ramirez.
Sir Edrok
Sir Edrok.
in the digital world. Edro Ramirez on the streets. Jimmy Pickle everywhere.
On the Xbox.
On the Xbox. Yeah, Mr. Edrok. What's up, big brother?
Not too much, man. I love the setup. Like hanging out here. Got my drink, my Pepsi.
Enjoying the tavern. The fire's not lit today because
It's hot.
it's freaking hot outside.
Scorcha.
Hell yeah, welcome to the tavern. It's the first time you've been here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I've been an avid listener. Listened to all the episodes. Seen the progression you guys have made.
Drinking the grog.
grog.
Hitting up the wizard herbals. Casting the spells. You just got yourself a brand new tavern.
Yeah.
Helped you paint it up.
Yeah, man. You put in a lot of time there.
Hell yeah.
Got your little fiend set up. I saw last time I was there.
Yep.
What you been playing lately, man?
We, per your recommendation, we were playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Dude, it was lit. I was destroying.
Do you remember that episode where I think that was episode 1 actually? You were playing that, and I was like, dude, I've been playing Ninja Turtles this week also.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, there's, I forget what the other one is. Battletoads or something like that.
Battletoads,
Yeah, that was really cool. The first couple levels were really cool, and then it got to like the part where you're like flying and you have to dodge the walls and stuff, and they just die immediately. I'm like, dude, I'm relying on my teammates to help me out here.
Nah,
It's
dude.
me carrying it.
Dude, that's how it was with I was playing Ninja Turtles with John and Joe. It was just like I was reviving them and all that stuff, and John got into it. Actually figured out how to revive people, and he just became like the little group healer. He was just popping us up every time we were like surfboarding through the sky or whatever, jetboarding, whatever. And yeah, dude, those games super great. Just like side scroller fighters, co-op.
Yeah, it's so much fun, man.
Just reminds you like the arcade kind of style.
Yeah, and it says you can have up to 6 players, but I still don't know how you would do that.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. We were like, wait, what console has these 6 ports?
Yeah.
We thought maybe the Wii did, but
Yeah. Well, that's the only game I've played on the Switch that can have like more than 4 players. Every other game it stops at like 4, if that.
yeah.
But that's the first one I've seen that goes to 6.
I don't know, it's a pretty fun game though.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of like throwbacks and stuff like that. Battletoads was his own like show, I think.
What's the boys have been playing the Vita?
Little bit. They were playing Batman on there.
Batman, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want them playing with it too much because they're getting kind of reckless with their stuff.
Yeah,
They're at that real roughhousing
Keep it
phase.
away from Jaden.
Yeah.
Just...
When I had Jaden by himself for a week, it was there, and he was playing it, and he was real good with it. But
he's out to sabotage me, so like just try to keep it away from him, because I just feel like he'll just in spite just crack it or something.
yeah, I accidentally dropped it with a hammer.
Like, I accidentally dropped you with a hammer.
What's up on the screen, buddy?
This little thing you linked, man.
Yeah.
Is it? It takes real games, right?
Yeah. I just found it. I was browsing Newegg. It's a Hyperkin Retro N5, and it plays Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Famicom, Super Famicom, NES, Super NES, Genesis.
And I think it puts it in HD as well.
Mm-hmm. And it just, I'm pretty sure it's a standalone, and it just goes straight to the TV. So it's its own console.
Yeah.
But it's able to just play all of these retro games with just one thing.
So it's one console with all the coding of all those other ones.
Yeah, and you just stick the cartridges all in the little slots around there. So like if you're looking for, it's like $160, but that's way cheaper than going out and getting like an original Game Boy and an original NES and an original Sega Genesis.
Right,
like,
right.
Then you're storing all of it and blah blah blah. But it takes the original cartridges.
Shout out to OG Duffy.
OG Duffy, who's
retro
this?
gamer and collector.
On the SNES, but they're the Japanese ones. So replaying some of these is going to be great, you know. And I've got that one. Got that one there. What's that one? That's Turbo.
Yeah, shout out to OG Duff. But apparently, yeah, it makes it HD a little bit. Like ups the graphics, because I think it's like emulating it in a way. Mm-hmm. Like it is taking in the physical thing, but it still has to. It's not like the original hardware.
Yeah,
they had to like.
It's like emulator rendering it at just like a higher def. Like it's really nice.
Yeah, it is cool.
And I think if you've got like all these old games, or maybe you're trying to get back in these old games, and I don't know, man. Like playing on the original consoles is nice. But, like, at the same time, like, how much is that going to cost you to, like, get to there? Plus, you're storing, like, 6 systems. If you've got the space and the setup for it.
Yeah, right now, it's a lot of money.
The other thing is switching ports and stuff, too.
Yeah.
If you have
constantly, like, you're just...
I like that, man.
Thing. But, yeah, just a
pretty
convenient thing. It's the same thing where, why I like... emulating lately. It's just because I have one thing that can play a bunch of different games or style games. I don't need all this original stuff.
It'd be cool for a game room.
Yeah.
I like having like a dedicated TV just for a console. That one's just a Series S.
Yeah.
And then I got 2 other old school TVs I need to find a spot for. I'll post that one up in the corner.
Every wall's going to have a screen for something different.
You go to your corner, you go to your corner.
This is my PC corner, this is my retro gaming corner.
360's over there, you got to get on the ground. You got to crawl underneath the couch.
Pretty much only play Call of Duty, so it's only suiting that you're laying down army style to play it.
Have to be prone when playing COD.
Yeah, dude, I battled Landon the other day. He's like, I want to play this is how he gets in. He's like, I want to play Call of Duty campaign or story. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And then he gets up here. He's like, I want to verse you. And I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. we're throwing down, I guess.
You throw him softballs?
Yeah.
Or you just wreck him?
Sometimes I'll get a streak. Like, I'll get a 5-kill streak. Then I'll drop artillery. I won't call in the dogs. But he's good enough to where, like, there's been times where I was actually trying to kill him and he killed me. he
Yeah.
actually got me. Like, that's happened a couple times. I'm like, all right, you're getting there.
Yeah.
I think he's 5. I don't know. Shout out to little nephew.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast kids can get at stuff if you just like give them some time.
That's all that kid does is game.
Dude, all day.
It's
And he
constantly
narrates
game.
everything. Every attack he makes, he screams it, dude.
Dude, my middle child, he does that all the time because all he does is watch these YouTube streamers, and so like they're constantly talking while they're playing, and so he just like he'll boot up Minecraft and be like, "Hey everybody, this is JoJo, and I'm playing Minecraft. Today we're gonna build a brr, 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 brr." And he just starts like going. And he's just sitting alone in a room just talking to himself.
He's getting ready for that YouTube channel, man.
Dude, he's been begging me. He's like, you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah, kinda. He's like, help me make a YouTube channel. I want to be a YouTube, like, gamer. And I was like, what are you going to do? He's like, we'll play Minecraft, of course.
Of course. I mean, hey, exploit your kid. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Oh, dude, for real. Like Ryan's toy review and stuff like that. Not to like pick out somebody in particular, but like they're probably the most famous. But like it's this parents channel, and they just have their kid just open boxes and play games, and it's just like
Parents are rolling money.
Oh, they're rich, dude. They've got their own like toy line, clothing line, and like all this jazz. But like it feels weird to
I'm good on that. I could easily like, it wouldn't be that hard to make content around kids playing games.
Dude, it'd be so easy. But
I'm
I
good
don't
on
wanna,
that.
I don't want to use my kids to make.
That's all you, Eddie.
I'll do it. Just start recording them gaming.
And raging. Just record the rages.
Jaden freak.
The exact trips, but you just gotta like. I try to make the our battles good. Like when we were playing 007, I was at his house the other day, and I would like let him get some shots off,
Yeah.
for a while. But like, if it lasted too long, I'd kill him, and he'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
But if you just like completely shut him down right away, he gets ticked.
Yeah.
Dude, he gets ticked.
Their big thing is they'll smack each other in the back with a controller.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, dude, that's gotta hurt.
gonna run out of controllers.
But the automatic rule is if you hit somebody with a controller, you're done gaming for the rest of the day. Like nothing. You're not allowed to play Xbox. Nothing on the phone. Nothing on the tablet.
Dunzo.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, those controllers are expensive. I don't want them breaking
Dude,
them.
like $50-$60 a pop.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
you
pretty
can't
sure
just
they
be-
were 60 and 65.
Mm-hmm. You can't just be going through like 3 of those a day.
God, they're ridiculous, and I don't let them touch my controller.
Oh yeah, I need to do that too.
It's set up with a passcode.
Let's get like a personal controller.
Yeah,
It's set up with a passcode.
yeah,
What?
yeah. It pops up. I mean, it's because that controller's linked to my account,
Okay.
so you have to type in a passcode to get into the account.
Oh my gosh, this is all cards.
Yeah, dude. I might have to set that up. But yeah, he I just found this dude on a random Reddit post. He just made a sweet freaking set of armor and a greatsword out of like old magic lands and stuff. Just gonna be.
But that's a
rolling
real
to an event.
picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was CGI.
Nah. That's a straight up fiend. He got the pose and everything. He's like he probably like scooped the sand to the side too before he hit it to make it look like there's an impact. But he's ready for the convention, my dude.
He's almost a Chad, but would you like to see a real Chad real quick?
Show me the realest Chad.
We'll
Is,
just
the
sneak
realest
it
one
in
out
real
there.
quick.
is it Papa Cheese?
I wish it was Papa Cheese. I wish I could say it was Papa Cheese. Hold on, let me find it. Oh yeah, it's labeled Chad. Level 60 High Elf Paladin.
Oh.
And he transmogged all his gear to...
Yeah. I was just about to say there's no way he got a full matching set like that.
you know what transmog is, Eddie?
Nope.
Okay, so when you equip a piece of gear, whatever it looks like, basically you unlock that. So you could get like a sweet piece of gear and make it look like something else that you already equipped, right? So say like you get like a cowboy hat, and then eventually you get a knight helmet, but you're like, man, I wish I had that cowboy hat. You can transmute it to that.
So it has
Oh,
all the
so
stats
it
of
has
the
the
knight
stats.
helmet,
Yeah, it's like,
but it looks like the cowboy hat.
yeah.
I gotcha.
So that's pretty much what this guy did with all his gear. And he went like all red armor.
Yeah, so he looks like a blood elf now.
Yeah.
Just pimped out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, me and Jesse were joking the other day about getting there's like a two-handed mace that just, it looks like a shovel.
Yeah.
And just getting like whatever the best two-handed mace is in the game.
Yeah, or
And
like
try
best
to model-
two-handed sword or
Make
something.
it look like a shovel, so you just like come out the woods with the box and do with a shovel.
Like best gear in the game, but you're
Yeah.
like, you transmogged to like some
You look
hillbilly
like
clothing.
Pair
an
of
old
overalls.
farmer.
Yeah.
Straw hat.
And you
just come
can
out
do
with a
that in this
shovel.
game because there's all kinds of like clothing.
Dude,
you
that's
can
pretty
unlock.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the reason I went tailoring, because I was hoping there would be like some cool like
I
weird
keep
little hat.
forgetting to equip stuff before I vendor it. Because you unlock everything you equip.
But you
like
have to equip
how it
it.
looks. But you have to equip it, yeah.
Yeah, if you just sell it, it's gone. And especially like the quest items, you get one. So like, if it's just trash and you sell it,
A couple bars from 60, man. I don't even know where I want to go finish off my last level.
you should go somewhere you haven't been, man. Do
That's
something
what,
new.
that's what I need to do. It's going to be like
Experience something new.
an hour and a half of grinding, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
Yeah, dude, just record it. Share your ding with everybody.
Yeah, I got my whole adventure recorded. All my dungeons, all my fails. There's been times where I fell from cliffs.
F in the chat
Been a couple times.
for your little roguey boys.
What are you drinking on over there?
Oh. I bought this sample pack. This Alani New energy drink. And this is the Breezeberry.
Oh, I've tried these before.
Yeah. There's like a dream one, and then we just had the cherry slushy the last time or the time before. I
Yeah.
forget. And then
Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah, it's like 15 calories. So like I'm not like dropping energy drinks, but I'm trying to get like slightly better for me energy drinks. So it's not as powerful as like a Monster or NOS, but also my heart won't explode if I drink too many.
Yeah. I was drinking those when I was teaching.
Mm.
One girl had like a drawer full and she was just like, help yourself whenever you want one. I was like, oh, you take this stuff seriously.
Yeah, she's a professional.
Yeah, I tried this cherry slush and then there was another one I tried that it was
Is it like a
cosmic something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I got the sample pack that had like 6 of each.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Name that band.
It's Slipknot, dude.
Josie and the Pussycats.
There you go. There's me hitting the back, so I'm not a high elf.
Oh no, you're not allowed to be. You're the sound guy.
Here's that's the remake. Here's me and Jacob, the Das Bar, trolling the bar,
Yeah.
and some random invisible guy. He said he didn't see him.
Yeah, when I first saw the thumbnail, I didn't like. I didn't actually see it, and then when you sent me the picture and I blew it up, I was like, "Oh snap! There's just like a rogue dwarf in there." But yeah, man, that's awesome. You made that thumbnail.
Papa Cheese.
I mean, like it's simple, like that's all I did with the one for the Pokemon series. Was I took the loading screen and just put words over it.
It was in Black Rock Mountain today.
Yeah.
Man, there's like 5 dungeons in this mountain. It's crazy.
What game's that from?
This is a classic World of Warcraft.
Really?
Turtle WoW, actually.
Totally free if you've got a PC. Good enough
Dude,
to run it.
2004, I think, was the year they released something like that.
Mhm.
And
That looks pretty sick.
Dude, it's super fun.
it's quite the adventure. That's what I'm saying. I was like, dude, we need to get Eddie a PC because we need a healer.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, man.
yeah, that's.
Come throw up some heals.
It looks like 12 Sky with the glowing blades.
Yeah. It's a lot like 12 Sky. There's like the open world PvP.
Oh, you're gonna get me hooked, man.
Oh, dude, it's free. It's great.
Yeah, it's free.
Trust me, like I'm not trying to sell anybody like, oh, it's $60 and it's $15 a month, and you gotta like upgrade your PC to blah blah blah. But like this is like a what, a 2004 game that like is 100% free, and you can just play online with your friends. Like, that's what we've been streaming. Jesse's been hardcore streaming, and what I've been like jumping in every once in a while with our little noob characters.
Loud as hell.
Hit it.
This is this morning at like 7 a.m. I don't know what that guy did to turn into that fish.
It's pretty cool looking though.
We're just waiting for the 5th guy so we can start this dungeon. I just started dancing. There he is. This song just came out. You know who Skrillex is? I'm sure you guys have heard of Skrillex. Yeah. It's him, and you got Anthony Green, and then you got this new kid that's been like coming up in the music world. I was like, go Skrillex. Man.
Yeah, I'm glad he's still making music.
Yeah,
because like I used to listen to his it was like first album whenever it came out. The freaking bang-a-rang.
Yeah, dude, we listened to the hell out of that when that came out. Dude, he used to sing in a rock band before that. But yeah, Skrillex, I think that was like one of his first. But yeah, man, he used to like sing at Warped Tour and shit. When he was like 16, he started.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome. He's a cool dude.
Way to have supportive parents.
Yeah, or he had like the worst parents, and he was just like, well, it's either this or
my car. I think he just did it on his own. He was actually adopted, and I know his parents were Scientologists, but like he just dropped out of school when he was like 16, and went and played at Warped Tour.
What was his band?
From First to Last.
That's what I thought.
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Skrillex. How crazy is that?
That is crazy, because I have one of the CDs from First to Last.
Oh, yeah?
I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's got to be one of the earlier albums, because I think they replaced him whenever he left.
Oh, yeah.
I think they got a different singer, didn't they?
Yeah, like the guitarist Matt Good took over, and
yeah,
but he's playing with a band called Drugs right now. But
yeah, I've been seeing them pop up a lot. They're pretty good.
Yeah, Sonny's a man.
That's crazy, man. How you can just be like 16 and just be like, oh, this is the one thing I want to do, and then you just like go do it.
Yeah.
Like people who just kind of have it figured out at like an early age, and it's just like, oh yeah, this is the thing I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Got it.
I'm 37. I don't have it figured out, man.
For real, man. Dude, I'm in that same boat. I'm still trying out new stuff. Trying to find that one thing.
Yeah, we were both messing around
It's
with woodworking.
We need a lathe.
Oh, dude. Yeah, me and Eddie both tried to get into the whole woodworking thing.
Yeah.
And it just like...
Did you guys ever get one?
Never got a lathe.
But
No.
I've got a whole basement full of tools and like a big old pile of wood.
Sweet, man.
Dude, I was trying to make like...
Tools on top of a lathe.
Because I was like, you know what would be cool is just chilling in your garage all day, just playing music, just, you know, smell a fresh cut like pine or, you know, oak.
I'll make you a giant like oak Gandalf pipe once I figure out how to do the lathe.
Yes. Yeah, man. I thought that was going to be my thing. Turns out it's not my thing.
It's like if you don't, for a lot of things, if you don't buy the best tools, like you're not going to get the best results.
Oh, it's...
And then you're working with the cheap wood and stuff that you can get around here. We don't have.
With it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We never found a good wood shop that you can go buy wood from.
Just like raw
or
lumber, kind of
lumber
deal.
store. Yeah.
It was all just pre-cut, like they were selling it for like construction kind of stuff. Like no one was just like, oh yeah, no, it's just like a big old oak log I'm gonna cut into sections and you can just buy one for $50. It was just like there's nothing like that around, at least that we found.
I think our idea that we were talking about yesterday, I don't want to give away too many details, but
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
in tying it in with this too, I think that would be a really cool idea.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Oh yeah, we could bring the stuff on the road.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Especially if we were like profitable doing that. Get out there, be like, "Yo, we're coming to your city."
Yeah, tour. A food tour.
Welcome
Hell
to the
yeah,
tavern.
Get on that tour schedule.
That'd be awesome.
Sell T-shirts with like all the
Dude,
cities
you don't
and
even
the-
have to get to the event. Like, you could be like 2 miles or a mile, probably like a mile out from the actual event. You know.
If you've got a good social media presence, like that's what's going to bring people.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
Yeah, that's just like with anything, any business, anything. You need a good social media presence.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm seeing that a lot of comedians are doing. They're making their social media presence like the main focus. Like Matt Rife, that was like his big thing. That's how he blew up on YouTube.
Who's that?
He's a stand-up. He does a lot of crowd work and stuff like that, but he just recorded like a ton of his sets, and then he would post them up on YouTube, all of them. And dude's actually like really funny. Like, he's naturally hilarious.
I just found a funny dude today. What is his name? I'll come back to it.
Yeah, there's a guy I watch, Sensei Seth, and he was just like an okay, I mean like as far as popularity, okay YouTuber. Just did like karate videos and stuff like that. And then he started copying what Mr. Beast does for his thumbnails. Because I guess Mr. Beast was on some kind of podcast, and he's like, hey, this is what you need to do to like grow.
You just gotta open your mouth like you're taking a big old hot dog on the 4th of July
Yes,
in front of a green screen. That's all you gotta do.
yeah. But like
It works.
the popularity on his channel skyrocketed after he changed his thumbnails, because like that's how you get like people in the door. And then he made good videos, but he just wasn't getting like the same traffic as like other channels until he made the switch. Got a new idea, tried it out, it worked for him. Props to Sensei Seth. Want to see some funny karate videos, go check them out.
Towards the end of this.
Yeah, who are you fighting in here? A bunch of skeletons.
This is
Skeletons.
Skeletons. Dang old skeletons.
This place is called Stratholme. It's like a late 50s, early level 60 dungeon, 5-man, up in the Eastern Plague Lands.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. All the skeletons.
Yeah.
You gotta fight a necromancer at the end, or like a big skeleton.
There's like 2 different parts.
Okay.
Dude, I am so pumped to level up a paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little slow,
Yeah. That's mainly my fault. I get you.
but they're just I'm gonna go tank, I guess, because I do kind of want to heal with one, because they could do everything. Paladins could do everything.
Yeah. I mean,
Paladins are the best in the game.
wow.
I can 40-man paladin run a dungeon. No, but they are pretty strong in Turtle WoW, and
Yeah.
definitely gonna tank, because that's like whenever I run the dungeon finder, I'm trying to find a dungeon. It's always missing the tank.
Yep.
There's a lot of healers out there.
Mm.
There's always basically the tank, but what the tank does in this game, Eddie, is they got spells that'll like aggro and like get all the monsters to attack them, and they just like take all the hits, and they got to keep that aggro. So that's like the tank's job. So that way the healer only has one person to worry about.
Oh,
She'll just like heal him.
Heavy armor, a shield, like protective spells and abilities, and a lot of just aggro or hate kind of stuff to just get everybody
Yeah, you see that big old
focused
bear?
on the tank.
Yeah.
And he tanks all the hits. Healer heals, and then you got usually 3 DPS just going in there too.
Does he have a strong attack too?
They're pretty
Usually-
strong, but for the most part, they're just worried about having a lot of health, a lot of resistance.
Yeah, they still do damage, and like as if you're a paladin, you can still heal while you're tanking, but like your focus and the way you're spec'd
It's just to have their attention.
is towards defense. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, they're not worried about, like you can see on the right, I do have a damage meter to see who's doing like the most each fight.
Yeah.
Tanks on the bottom. There's
I'm
a
actually
healer on the bottom.
I'm actually on the bottom right here. It refreshes every fight, so it's like it's not that big of a deal.
For shamed.
But everyone else here is 60, I think. Yeah.
I remember back in the day, it was always the opposite. You were hunting for healers. There's plenty of tanks, plenty of DPS.
Yeah.
Like, you're always drowning in DPS.
Yeah, it was like, no healers, but now there's... It's just...
I've been seeing them on the starter areas, too. Just a lot of new healer characters, and...
You could be a druid, man.
Cast spells, turn into that bear thing.
Yeah, or just be like straight up heals, stay in your... Well, they have like a tree form, right?
Yeah, the druids do like heals over time, so hots. So instead of like one big like boom heal, it's like, oh, you get like 30 health every like 3 seconds or something. So like it heals slowly, but it heals over a longer period. And then the priests are like the big heals, like big chunky, like I'm gonna heal like 80% of your health with one spell.
I'd probably rather be a priest than just be more powerful in that sense, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they heal like the same amount usually, but it's just in a different way, and you've got to watch the aggro more on the priest because the enemies take into account heals as aggro, not just damage. So if you heal 80%, it's similar to you like dealing 80% damage to an enemy.
Yeah.
So if they're just like, hey, that guy's healing, and just come after you, where like the heals over time is just like a little bit. So it's easier for the tank to manage, but
yeah, the priest has like a bubble which takes like it protects something from taking damage. If you were to like throw the bubble on the tank right when he went into fight, they would just come after you. They would completely go past the bear and they would just aggro you.
Yep. Yeah, so it's also managing, and the DPS also have to manage aggro.
Yeah, like I can't go too ham on one guy
because you'll do more damage than the tank and out aggro him, and then you're not made to take shots. So
lately I've just been giving them like 4 seconds, 3 to 4 seconds to the start of each fight before I go.
Start.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, just like do some stretching in the corner, and then you just pop in, just start ganking dudes. It's really funny.
Dude, the one dungeon. Dude, the moment this party got formed together through the dungeon finder, the healer goes, there's 3 rogues, right? She goes, 3 rogues. I'm not healing 3 rogues. Just immediately. And then stays in the group, right? She stays in the group.
Why would you stay in the group if you're not going to heal 3 rogues?
No one says a word. And 15 minutes later, one of the rogues leaves. And then we get like a warrior instead. Yeah. So it's like basically the same for her in a way. Because it's like a DPS warrior too. It's not even a tank.
Yeah.
And it didn't stop, dude. There was just... What did she say? She was like, heals are on 10-second cooldown each fight, at the beginning of each fight. So she was telling us, like, you're not getting any heals for at least 10 seconds.
Oh, what kind of power trip was she on?
I didn't reply one time.
You shouldn't, dude. Don't feed the trolls.
Nah, I can't even remember what happened if we even finished.
But, I mean, for the most part, each class has 3 talent trees. So, like...
Yeah, so
like, the druid, you can go into, like, tanking, healing, or, like, spellcasting DPS. The priest has, like, a shadow DPS, and then it's got holy healing, and discipline's also kind of healing, but it's, like, a lot of buffs.
Damage.
Yeah.
Some damage in there.
But, like, with the rogue, it's just, like, DPS, or DPS.
Yeah, so 3 different ways to go build, like, a damage type.
Yeah. One relies on stealth, one relies on...
In this Turtle WoW that, like, took over this game, basically, this old game, and started updating it themselves, they've, like, added in skills for, like, necessary skills to try to balance things out, make things more useful.
Oh, that's cool.
Because when you think about it, the ranged weapon for me at level 60 is completely useless, besides the stats on it. Like, I'm almost never using it.
No.
So they added in that little skill I told you about, the... your throwing weapon now interrupts or has like a 50% chance to interrupt.
Other than pulling And like you said, the stats on the knife, like the
Yeah,
throwing knife or
and
whatever.
I can't remember the last time I had to pull with my range weapon.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you're stealth. You can just like walk up to him.
yeah, I'm cheap shotting everything.
Yeah,
you know,
like, it was useless. It gave you like a little bit of stats, and I guess you could pull. But it's nice that they took something that was like useless and made it
trying to make it useful.
Yeah, even if you've got to go a certain way into the talent tree.
So what? They can't see you at all on there.
Not when I'm
like
invisible.
attacks.
And then my first attack stuns and gives me 2 combo points. And you can see, like, you'll see little dots appear down there when I'm fighting one guy.
Yeah, he stacks up combo points, and then he has like finisher moves that like
First for all my combo points.
yeah, they burn through the combo points, but they deal like incremental damage based on how many points you have.
So you can probably kind of see those 2 little red dots. I'm only getting to like 3 or 4 points before they go down. But yeah, that's pretty much what the rogue does.
Yeah, and the rogue and the warrior are the only ones that don't use mana. So like the warrior uses rage, so every time he hits or gets hit, he gets rage, and then you use that rage to use your abilities. So definitely built.
Warriors
for
are
the attack.
badass.
Yeah, and you know, all the usual stuff. You know, spellcasters can only use like cloth armor.
Dude,
robes and
you're
stuff.
playing a mage.
I am playing a mage.
It's gonna be your first time like really playing one high up, right?
Yeah, past level 20, it'll all be new to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because I was working. Before I was like, oh, I'm gonna play a mage just to have like portals.
A little no mage.
Little fiddle whiz. He's coming up in the world. He's still getting like 3 shot by the enemies, so a lot of running away.
I feel like we should watch like 2 minutes of it. The turtle ratings. We gotta show Eddie.
The turtle, yeah. Get it, my dude. I haven't seen the new one yet. I've been meaning to watch it.
It's pretty good. It's good news for you.
Yeah? I
Yeah.
picked the right class and race.
I didn't want to
combo.
ruin it for you. You
Okay,
still haven't
okay,
seen it
okay.
yet. But
Old Kung Fu gang movies. Heck yeah, man.
yeah, dude, I was watching them today.
For real, like, dude, I grew up on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna watch a little bit of part 1. And we'll watch like the first 2 minutes.
We're making a tier list to rank all the classic World of Warcraft classes on Turtle WoW, which is absolutely goated. Best server ever.
Agreed. Turtle WoW is the GOAT. And don't forget, we are ranking the best class and race combinations in the game. Not only the best classes. All right, let's start with the Paladin class. Absolute Giga Chad. Easiest S-tier rank of them all. So we may as well begin with the obvious #1 choice. They're the symbol of righteousness and honor. They're the best hybrid class. They can do everything. The Paladin is the star of this game. They can do it all. Paladins can tank, heal, and DPS all at a high level. Consecration AoE tanking is super fun and extremely profitable if you know where to farm. They're way more fun to play than Shaman or sorry-ass Druids.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. I love playing Druid way more than Paladin. Paladins are fucking boring.
Forget
dude.
what you know about classic WoW, Joe. They're buffed on Turtle, making them the strongest overall class and way more fun to play. They have access to Crusader Strike, Holy Strike, and new talent trees that make the class perfect, along with an incredibly buffed Holy Shock and other amazing buffs, believe me.
The human paladin is a classic choice. Its most iconic class pick for a reason. Humans have the best racial for paladins, with their sword and mace specialization providing a huge boost to their damage output. Plus, their perception ability is quite good in PvP situations against rogues and druids.
Nobody can sneak up on them. Nobody. And even if some punk-ass rogue tries to start shit with a pathetic cheap shot, they're not getting past my plate armor or my divine shield or blessing of freedom. Fuck rogues. Every time some sorry-ass rogue tries to attack me, he gets auto-hit by my retribution.
I'm not looking forward to that in
Let him
PvP.
damage himself
I think that
with
is
his
gonna
own attacks
suck.
until he vanishes like a fucking pussy. Bottom line,
Unless I grind
Paladins
for
are the
that good
champion
gear, man.
class. S tier.
Yeah, I know you like Paladin's Trump, but come on.
Like every time they're hit, they do like damage like that. And they get it like pretty early. It's like a 10-minute buff. So you gotta watch out for the druids too, man. You pop them thorns,
Yeah.
catch them when they're
Man,
not in the
druids
flare.
were. I was starting to have flashbacks. Druids are so good for capturing flags because they could just switch animal forms and turn into a cheetah and just capture the flag and get away. Because there's like big battlegrounds too that you can play in. So much fun.
Yeah, you can have like normal PvP just in the regular world, and then there's like PvP battlegrounds on top of it. But yeah,
that definitely sounds like fun.
It is. I wish you had a computer, man. And like, it's an old game. It's easy to run.
It takes like
super easy to run.
I think I gave you my old computer.
Yeah, I have about 4 laptops and 3 or 4 desktops, all spread out
everywhere.
The one that I had was the one that said Rogue Squadron on the side.
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's here.
I believe you.
That's the one we were using actually for the first couple episodes.
Up here in the corner.
Oh man, it wasn't good, man. It was not good.
It was like Tila's account was on there too, and it was like asking permission, just like, oh, are you allowed to install this program? We had to like put in the password every time.
Yes, of course.
Are you an administrator?
Man. I could have hacked it, but it was too slow for me to even.
Yeah, computer was pretty terrible,
and I didn't want to delete anything. We just used it for. I mean, they're still on there actually.
Yeah. All the old recordings.
Yeah. Bunch of old stuff probably on there. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
What is this? Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth spoiler.
That's right, folks. Magic the Gathering is getting a Lord of the Rings set. And all your boys are commanders. They're all legendary creatures. You want a Frodo deck? You get a Frodo deck. You want an Aragorn deck? You want a Bilbo deck? Sauron deck?
Commander decks with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're legendary creatures, man. They're legal. It's the same thing as like the D&D sets. It might be a commander only set for all I know.
Where are they at? Where's that Frodo?
Well, he's in there. Don't you worry. There's one of the Frodos. Some of them have like multiple cards as like different points in their lives, and their colors change like to suit.
Oh man, we should do Lord of the Rings theme. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough cards, like specific Lord of the Rings cards, but
we could do commander though. Like your
Yeah,
commander has to be like a Lord of the Rings character.
Yeah, like maybe if you got like an Orc High, you could still get all the Orc cards from the older sets and put them in there. What was it from Lorwyn? The freaking Kithkins.
Yeah.
Basically like halflings.
Yeah.
So you could roll with them. Goblins are always relevant, no matter what. Every set has good goblins. And Peregrine Took. Full of a took.
Those are some nice looking cards.
Yeah, man. They I mean, not recently, but compared to when they first started, like Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah, man! Like the originals were
rough.
Yeah,
but these new ones are good.
But I still like them, for what they were.
Oh yeah.
Pretty dark and gritty.
Dude, I've got some old crusty boys in my commander decks because they're just good cards.
Yeah.
Like you can tell as soon as I pull them out, it's like, oh.
So speaking of magic. We're gonna bring up this little cheater real quick.
Chris is winding up for the final swing here. You think you can take me out? What you think, bro?
Jesse, I'm gonna swing at you for 4 in the air.
Is that it?
Yeah.
What's your health at?
13.
I shouldn't have taken it.
4 in the air.
Taking 4.
You're taking the 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, you messed up doing that, Jesse.
Alright, what are you about to do?
I'm gonna tap 1, 2, use 5 mana from here, megamorph this, dude. So now, all of my dragons get +1/1, and whenever a 1/1 counter, and whenever you actually wait, how many spells did you cast last turn?
Last turn.
I cast one.
And you cast one. So I gain 3 life, and he gets 3 1/1 counters. Because whenever an opponent casts a spell...
Yeah, that was last turn. You should have been on it.
Doesn't matter.
That was last turn.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to that, man.
Right?
It's not gonna slide.
It's not going to slide,
No, I mean
his
big
dad
dice.
said.
I mean, like, little dice.
You should have talked back.
I mean, I need them all. Like, give me the...
Give you all those dice. Just another instance of Chris cheating. There's a couple that we've got so far in the Telegram.
Dude, I laughed whenever he did that. So you take the 4, and you're like, yeah, and he's like,
Yeah, did you hear that laugh, dude?
Yeah.
It's like, you done goofed. Like he's like the villain in a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wow.
Dude, for real, whenever he placed that card like face down, like
That was a total Yu-Gi-Oh thing
I was
right
like, is he
there.
laying a trap card down? Like, what's about to happen? And then like the Megamorph happened, but I was like, what is he doing just playing face down cards? You've activated my trap card, troll.
Little cheater.
Mirror Force.
Did you see this little
Yeah.
Nomi?
Yeah, is that someone I should aspire to be? Their little lightsaber? Because she's a little gnome mage.
You're probably gonna look like that, my dude.
Oh, I'm gonna look better than that. Dude, I want the biggest, like, wizardy hat on, like, this tiny little gnome dude. And, like, all you see is, like, a big hat and then my little green beard sticking out underneath.
Gonna look like Harry Potter in the Sorting Hat.
Yeah, I want, like, a human-sized sorting hat on a gnome's body.
Oh man, there's a cosmetic. It's like, I don't know if it's actually a panda, but it's like a big panda-like creature with one of those hats from, you know, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh man, I might have that footage. I'll have to look.
Any kind of giant hat, really.
Would you post, my dude?
So, we went to the flea market. And we gave my kids $3 each, and it's like you can buy anything you want. $3. You can haggle, you can beg, you can cry, whatever you can get for $3, go for it. And they found this dude who was selling Pokemon cards for $1 for a booster pack.
Really?
And I was like, that sounds a little too good to be true. See, bad boys are like $7 a pop normally. What's up with these? And they bought them because it was like, all right, whatever. They had cards in them. And I look at them, and you can see, I peeled back that foil from like that fold on the booster, and there's like a little slit there. Right like below the black bar. Yep, right there.
Right here.
There's like a slit that goes the whole way down. You can see it right there where your mouse is, real good.
Yeah.
So what they do is they slice those cards, or the packs real thin.
And they put like
They
5-cent
pull out
cards
the good
in.
cards, maybe slap in a few garbage cards if they take out too many, and they just like seal it up and fold that right over, and then resell the packs.
Oh, wow.
And it was only $1. My kids didn't care. They got like cool cards, new cards anyway. But I was looking at it and I was like, these they legit just were.
Where was this at?
Flea market.
The old town mall downtown.
No.
At the flea market.
The flea market up in Youngstown. Yeah.
Four Seasons.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, they sliced them, resealed them, and like again, my kids didn't care, but I was like, dude, yeah, don't buy packs at the flea market, or at least like check the booster, the actual like seal on it.
Yeah, like let me look at those packs before you crack them open, kid.
I also saw a silver GameCube with like 2 controllers and some.
Oh yeah, you said that. How much was it?
$70.
70.
And if I had any faith that it would actually work, I probably would have got it. But I wasn't gonna be like,
I bet you he would have proved it to you.
Yeah, I almost was like, hey, like plug it in. If it works, I'm taking it, kind of deal. Like even if it just powers on, it's like that's something.
You interested in a PSP?
A PSP? No.
$50.
I have a PSP.
Yeah, the thing is, dude, that Vita emulates. I have a PSP emulator, and it's already modded.
Yeah.
It's a bigger screen too, and touchscreen. But
yeah,
not that matters for PSP.
Right.
But
No, what I'm hunting for right now is to get some of my old Game Boys reshelled. Because my DS, the hinge is broken, and then the original Game Boy Pocket you gave me is just beat.
Dude, let's fix them both up. That'd be awesome.
So I've been watching a lot of videos of dudes like taking them apart and repairing them and stuff, and they don't need repaired. They just need they need the new plastic.
Yeah.
Like it's just cracked and it's old and it's worn.
Dude, get a custom one.
Exactly. They've got
definitely do it up.
Awesome. People like putting art. You can get like a Pokemon this or like any Link or anything.
Well, for an extra little $10, you can get a little backlit on that screen, make it light up.
For real,
brand
dude.
new screen.
I've been watching all the videos.
Me too, dude.
I'm looking at these.
I was watching them for a while. I was like, man, this looks fun.
Yeah,
modding an old Game Boy.
I've seen people do that. I was on that for a while.
We should do it.
Dude, I mean, if you buy like a busted old Game Boy, like a big lot on get some old busted Game Boys, you fix them up, flip them for, I think they go for like $80 if they're refurbished, just like the Game Boy Colors and Game Boy Pockets. You know, you can do it. It's not hard. Like if you can fix a remote or like a key fob for your car, you can fix a Game Boy.
Just take some patience, that's all.
Yeah, you need like some you get like ceramic tweezers, like a few tools and you're set to go. A special screwdriver, some tweezers, blah blah blah.
I have one of those screwdrivers that does all the mini Torx bits and stuff.
Yeah, see, just simple stuff, because like it's not like the technology's super intense.
Right.
It's like early 90s.
Right.
Maybe late 80s for like the original like.
My friends, don't forget to wet your whistle. Grab your grog. Have a cheers.
To your health.
Thank you.
To the high elves. To the gobbies.
And to the priestesses for which we fight.
For the king's daughter.
Oh.
Cheers. Fuck that bastard.
Oh. Yes.
Metal Gear Remake.
So this is funny because you haven't played Snake Eater, the original one, and they're already putting out a remastered. So if you were to go and play it, would you want to play the original or the remastered? Like first time through.
You know what? I may as well just play it for PS2 first.
Yeah.
Because is this even coming to PC? It better be.
Probably.
I'm sure it will.
They did the other ones for PC, right?
Yeah. I think eventually they got ported.
Speaking of GameCubes.
Yeah.
Dude,
like,
I've never seen that.
What one game? Or, like, what could you use that for?
So, like, there's plenty of, like, RPG games where you get to, like, name your characters.
Yeah, that's right.
But, like, that's easy. Like, you type in the name one time and the game saves it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're constantly typing. I mean, unless... I think the GameCube did have...
some online.
Yeah, like, Wi-Fi a little bit, or at least, like, some cables. But you had to buy, like, a special attachment. So I guess you could chat with people. But this is definitely like a Japan exclusive thing. Like
that's
this
some
never made it to
Fiend
America.
stuff. Yeah, that's some Fiend. I don't know what that is.
Just a full keyboard on your controller.
Some
Ridiculous.
early day fiends.
Oh yeah. So the Pentagon has been like a bunch of documents have just been like on the internet, just getting leaked, and the Pentagon finally tracked down what they believe is the dude doing it, and it's like Alex Teixeira, and this dude had like high military clearance or whatever. He was on a military base, and he was on a Minecraft Discord server.
Sharing information on there,
and they
right?
were just like bragging like, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that, and he's like, dude, I've got military clearance, like I'm better than all of you. And they're like, bet. And he went, okay. And he just started like stealing documents, taking pictures of stuff, scanning stuff and just throwing it on this Discord server.
Wasn't it like areas of
Yeah.
Ukraine
It was a whole bunch
or
of
something?
stuff. Yeah.
This was like last month.
Yeah, they like tracked this dude down, but it was a ton of stuff over
All on
months
Discord.
and months and months.
Yeah, dude, it's weird because like your stuff is not private on what you do in your Discord channel. Everything is monitored.
Yeah,
and they're very open about it because they will ban your Discord channel. It's just meant to be for you and your friends, you know.
Yeah, but they found out because someone in the group shared it because they thought it were fake pictures.
What the
Like,
hell did he
look
think
at
was
this
going to
dude.
happen?
Yeah, and now that dude's also kind of being investigated. But he was like, yeah, I thought they were fake, and this dude was just making stuff up, and I like shared it to other people so we could laugh at him. And but yeah, it's just funny that there's just like Pentagon secrets being leaked through a Minecraft.
The
Discord
largest
channel.
leak since Snowden.
Dude, I've heard a lot about that. People, surprisingly, I've heard quite a bit about that. People using video game chat to communicate like all kinds of operations and shit.
Yeah.
Like straight up, like, and catching these people. Like I've seen a bunch of stuff on that. Like they were doing it on Star Wars, and there was like a group chat, and like they had like the whole chat, and they're listed as like Darth Vader and Sidious, and like it's a pretty intense conversation too.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, they're like, yo, we're watching you. Doesn't matter that you're doing in video games, like everything on the internet is.
Yeah. Someone's recording it somewhere.
Yeah.
Like somehow.
Which makes you wonder, like, they really couldn't like create their own game and do it, like communicate with a different way.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's like convenient.
Yeah.
And you never would think that people would try to do some shady shit through a video game chat, but they're doing it.
Yeah, people were using like WhatsApp and Telegram there for a while to share like some not great stuff.
Yeah.
And
Snapchat too.
Yeah. I think there were like also some recruitment videos for ISIS being put on TikTok for a while there. Like a while ago.
Yeah, didn't ISIS have like a Twitter for the longest time?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Trump got banned. It was like ISIS was just chilling.
ISIS just like sneaking in like a picture of a sandwich every once in a while. Like,
It's like
look
just
at-
chilling.
Yeah.
Felt cute. Made myself a sandwich.
Might bomb somebody later.
Yeah. The fuck?
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Some good news, man. The Thug Shaker Central server had about 20 members.
Forgot it's called Thug Shaker Central. Yeah.
An interest in video games, guns, and military gear. Reports state that racism and anti-Semitic content were frequently circulated in the group.
Ugh.
Cool story.
Yeah, this is like the most like information I found on one sort of post, but yeah, if anybody's interested, you can look it up. There's so much stuff going on with it right now, but it was just hilarious that like Pentagon secrets and Minecraft were using the same sentence.
Yeah, man, Papa Cheese. We're both level 15. We've been leveling these two characters together on live stream. So everything we've done is pretty much all live stream.
Yeah.
We're going to keep grinding like that.
Other than some small like maintenance stuff, like inventory management. I grab my professions off camera. Little stuff.
Yeah, you're pretty much always on camera.
Yeah. So
it was funny. We started at different areas because he's a gnome and I'm a high elf.
Mm.
And I'm just like in his area in front of the castle, and you just see this tiny gnome running in the snow, like.
Yeah, dude, I knew it was you because you were like the only like character in that area above 3 feet tall. There's like gnomes and dwarves, and then there's just like some dude that's like 5 foot whatever standing on top of his
Little
head.
gnome,
It's like,
Papa Cheese.
Papa Cheese.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Like, why are you leaving the family?
Oh, dude, in this thing, like the dwarves took in the gnomes because their like home got overrun with like trogs or whatever, Like the entire gnome populace is like homeless now because like a bunch of like ugly weird little goblins moved in and just kicked them out. And everyone's like, well, Nomagarian is dead. Guess you live with the dwarves now. That's why that's why they have the same starting area.
Huh.
It's the same thing with the trolls. They that's why they have like the shanties up on the beach and stuff like that. They don't have like a real city or home.
Yeah.
Because they like lost it, so the orcs took them in.
Oh, poor trolls. Man.
Yeah. They just living in little huts on the beach, man.
Man, I've been fiending to play Hunter too.
Yeah, hunters are good. They still have the dead space where like you have like a set range for your ranged weapons, and then you have a set range for your melee weapons, and then there's like a dead space in between, where if someone just stays in that, you can't hit them. So you'll see people like charge up, and then just kind of like you're trying to move away or moving close, and they're kind of like trying to stay in that dead spot. Yeah. And it's really good. It forces you to be kind of like mobile and tactical.
I've had to fight with hunters to pick a Black Lotus off the ground more than any other class.
Yeah?
Yeah. So let's get in on this. Talk about this.
All right, yeah.
So I got my herbalism to 300. I've already found 4 Black Lotuses. Things are going all right. But in this server, they only sell for 20 gold each. When I was playing 2 years ago on that server, they were selling for 100 gold each. Big difference.
Yeah.
Because I would have I would have stacked up 400 gold these past couple days. So the reason why the price difference is so big is because there was a legit operation going down of some foreigners, not Americans, you could tell, and they would literally take shifts, switch off, and farm the 4 regions, the only 4 regions where Black Lotus spawn. And we would try to talk to them, and we would just get bad replies, smart remarks, and you could clearly tell that they were cheating now. And what they were doing was they'd occupy all 4 regions. You got Burning Steppes, you got Winter Spring, you got Eastern Plague Lands, and you got Silithus.
Okay.
They got a person in each area. They use some kind of cheat. Whenever the Lotus spawns, like the bot tells them, and then they know where to go. So you could just keep an eye on them. But total operation. What they would do is stock up on Black Lotuses, a whole bunch. They would put it all in one account, and they would transfer that account to a different server. And then they would sell them for real money on a website to anyone on that server. So they were taking them all off, and that made Black Lotuses super expensive because these bots were taking them off the server.
Oh, wow.
They weren't even selling them on that server. They were just going to where it was more profitable.
Yeah, just monopolizing the whole market for
and it's
one thing.
I think it's $30 to transfer your character on a server, but they're making
if you're selling for real money,
they're making a bunch of money. And so I was selling Lotuses. When I would get them, I'd sell them for 100 gold each.
Yeah, it's good money.
It's great money. But now we don't have that bot problem. It's great.
Yeah.
Or that cheating.
Even 20 gold, you said, right?
Yeah.
It's still good.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's good.
Yeah. It used to be such a rush because, dude, it would take 15 to 45 minutes for it to spawn. Anywhere in that period. So you're just circling the whole map, waiting to see a little yellow dot on your map that says Black Lotus. And so if there was a guy guarding it, there's an NPC, I'd have to go try to pick it. He'd fight me, and I'd be fighting him, and a hunter would come up and start picking the Lotus, but I can just vanish, dude. I'll just vanish in it. And then the NPC will go to his spot and then attack the hunter. But then the hunter can then feint death. And then the guy, if I don't play it right, if I try to pick it, so what I would have to do is just back up. I would vanish, the NPC would attack them so they couldn't pick the herb, and then I would just back up and wait for them to see what they would do and slowly scoot up. It was such a fiendly battle against these cheaters. It was terrible. always hunter. Night elf hunters.
That's so shady. It's like you're obviously there first for that, and you're fighting off the thing, and he's just
right
like,
up.
"Yeah, I'm gonna come up and steal it."
Dude, all the time, because like the starting areas are so populated. If it's like everybody needs to go kill Goldtooth, right? They'll just be like, sometimes it'll be real orderly, and you'll have like a line of like 5 dudes.
Yeah, they'll line up and wait for it to spawn. Like you'll have a line of people.
Yeah, and maybe sometimes they'll take turns. It'll be like a normal queue, and then like other times, as soon as he spawns, just like 5 people just jump on him and try to get, like, because first hit, then he's tagged for you. Nobody else gets anything.
Yeah, they won't get credit.
So you got to get first damage on him. So everyone's got like their quick like instant spells already, and they're like clicking like crazy trying to
wait for it to spawn.
Yeah. Plus, like, dude, I've been running into the rogues like crazy. Like little like level 7 areas, there'll just be like a 13 rogue on like the horde side, just ganking dudes that have like their PvP turned on, just like, and then just like going back into the mine, just all stealthed up. I just go to different areas, do other quests. That's your lady, huh?
There she is.
With her sun hat and her blue jeans.
I've got 3 of the tokens for transmods. Or transmute, whatever.
You just waiting for some good
wait for some good loot, yeah. And then I'm going to try to figure out something cool.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a wiki or something you can look up for that, like... Actually, I think their website has, like, a search thing for all the items they have in the game. So you could, like, probably search up, like, hat, and then just, like, find all the hats, and just find one you want and figure out how you get it. Like, what quest gives it to you, or what crafting skill makes it.
I'm digging the anime farmer look, though.
Man, that was a good set, too. I had the hat, the chest, and I think the gloves. If you had 3 pieces or something, got a nice bonus.
Nice.
Like an extra 10 strength or something on top of everything else.
Heck yeah.
But, just dropped 160 gold on 2 pieces of gear, but it's my best armor pre-raid.
Okay.
So, because you have to, a rogue has to have 5% hit rating to like even be able to deal damage in a raid, and I think that provides you 2 or 3. So I have to get like shoulders with like 2% hit rating because you need that 5, or else like you can't even hit the elites.
He's just missing and missing and missing.
Yeah. So I dropped 160 gold on that. I was like, I need that.
Yeah.
And then I'm already back up to over like 100 gold. So still got money to blow on our noobs. And...
Oh yeah, dude. You gave me like 2 gold, and I was like, I can buy anything. It's the richest level like 9 in the whole freaking area.
Yeah, it's just fun to like go out and adventure in this game too. Like that's a big thing about this game is the exploration.
Yeah, a couple times we were just like dicking around, just running around having fun, and then other times we were just like hard, like this quest, that quest, this quest, that quest, turn them all in, go get this quest, that quest, this quest, and just to be able to like switch in between, and the game is fully just supportive of all of that.
Yeah, at whatever speed you want to play the game.
Yeah, it doesn't force you to play any which way. You can play the whole game with no PvP. You can play the whole game with PvP. Totally
he's playing without like the quest helper, where like 99% of players have.
Yeah.
Like it gives tells you where to go pretty much for all your quests.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to read the lore and really just figure it out yourself. Or
that's what you want to do.
That's just how I'm used to playing. Is like the quest, like you have to read like the quest description. It tells you like, oh, you should go to this farm and talk to this farmer, but it doesn't like show up until you actually get to that farm.
Oh, okay.
So like you have to actually kind of know where you're going and have enough of the map unlocked, and it makes the game, like for me, a little bit more fun. But yeah, having that quest mod, because like half the time I follow you, so you're like, all right, here,
like, all right, now we gotta go over here.
Planned out, because all the stuff shows up on your map, and like
yeah, it's funny add-on I have now actually gives you the quickest route, like the most efficient way to go, and it's like that's a little too much, but
GPSing through the game.
I don't always follow it.
No, I'm all for it because, like, honestly, I get a high level character, like I'll be able to support all my low level characters, no problem. Just throw them a few gold and buy them stuff.
I cannot wait to tank.
Yeah,
that's gonna be so much fun.
That's gonna be good
because we're gonna find groups so quick. That's a big reason why I want to level a tank. It's just so anytime we want to run a dungeon, we just queue up and it'll start like that.
I can't wait till I can play.
Yeah, dude. We'll power level you up.
Dude, you could probably just get a PC from Walmart and it'll run this thing. Like, yeah, for real. Like a $200 computer from Walmart, or shoot, man, a basic laptop would run this.
Yeah, we could find something for cheap.
This game's old, and if your computer, your setup's like newer than this game, it'll run it.
I wonder if it'd be worth it to get that laptop that I have. Remember the one that Aunt Mary gave me?
Can't remember.
Just upgrade the RAM in it or something.
So you're probably not gonna be able to. If it's like an office laptop with integrated parts, you probably wouldn't be able to.
So I'll take a look at it.
Do you have like enough computers to like Frankenstein something together? Like just make a monster.
That would be great if we could get Edrok the healer on.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's do it.
Just telling your kids to shut up in the background. Get you on the mic.
Yeah.
Got a headset.
Yeah. I was gonna say I got extras.
For real, man. It doesn't take much. I've got some leftover computer parts too. At least like a graphics card and
dude, we could just
some other stuff.
we could just put freaking Windows on the Series S and plug a keyboard into it. That would literally be the best option right now.
That would be pretty cool.
Because it would work. And
Yeah.
it would run good. Good enough.
That'd be
Sorry,
sick.
kids. We're
Sucks to suck.
updating the entire hard drive. It's no longer an Xbox.
Just reformat it so you can play like
It's just
Turtle WoW.
Windows. Like I got you kids Solitaire and South Park Mario.
What about our shows? Yeah, I have them bookmarked in there. Don't worry.
Here's a book. Just chuck it at him.
Dude, it's a great game.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for months, and then the hardcore scene got big. I finally decided to. I had no plans to jump back into WoW.
Yeah.
It was just like out of nowhere.
You were sounding like you were getting real like burnt out on WoW, mainly because of the hardcore. But like,
Oh yeah, a month of that, man.
yeah,
Die and you have to delete your character. I was dying to disconnects.
yeah. Just the frustration and everything.
Turtle Wild doesn't even disconnect.
No.
You might get a little lag spike, but
No. The only time I've been like kicked off is when my internet is like spotty. And that one time when we were on and like everything went down for like 5 minutes.
oh, there's a little rollback or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, that was everyone though.
Yeah. That was a whole server thing.
Sad when I see that hardcore chat, it'll be like level 52 has died, hardcore to like a level 53
Yeah.
wolf or whatever. And I'm just like,
oh.
God.
Just like a bad poll or you weren't paying attention, went AFK or something.
To start over, I can't do that pain anymore, man. I did it for 30 days. Not doing
How
it.
high did you get?
31 or 32 maybe. Almost.
That's still
I
pretty
died
rough.
To a disconnect, and I logged in and I was dead. I was like, fuck. I was like, what? Done. Or no, actually I played one more after that. I got to 22 again after that and died to a disconnect. And then I wasn't even upset when my 22 died. I was just like, yeah, this is normal. This is part of the hardcore deaths. You know, you just DC and you log in and you're dead.
This is my life now.
And so then then I hopped on Turtle, which is free, unlike the other one I was playing.
Yeah.
And they what they did is they took an old school RuneScape approach where they took the old game and they kind of made updates from that. So they just kind of like added in new dungeons.
Oh, okay.
Whereas like Blizzard themselves, whenever they update the game, they kind of change everything way too much. So like this is like made by the players.
And it's not getting shut down by Blizzard?
It's in a different country.
Oh.
Also,
nice.
Also, they took the Pirate Bay approach where they were like, you can go ahead and shut us down at our location. We have the server ready to be uploaded in multiple other places. So like, go ahead and shut us down. Because within minutes or, an hour or whatever.
Yeah, I remember Pirate Bay. I remember like there was a day in particular where it just would go down. It would shut down, and then like 10-15 minutes later it's back up. And that's what was happening is that same day they were getting raided.
Yep. It was just the server was already refreshing somewhere else.
Yep.
Even if Joe Schmo went to jail, that was guarding that place.
The one guy.
Well, hopefully they just set it up and they just leave. Don't go back to their spots.
It's just a room with an AC.
Little cabin in the woods with giant servers in there.
Dude, the one place that got raided was... Oh, we're good. We should be good. Yeah.
Yeah?
The one place...
The power is out.
No, we're good.
All right.
Now it's time for After Hours in the Trollbird Tavern.
Yeah, someone tripped the breaker and our lights went out.
Time to light up the fire.
Yeah, it's the lighting here is also run through the second floor lighting. So I think somebody somewhere down there, because if you like hit one of the light fixtures with like a pillow and shatter it, you could trip the breaker.
Anyways, back to my cool story.
Sorry, it was so cool.
No, it's alright. The place that got raided was inside of a mountain. It was like they had like a base for like running all these computer servers inside of a mountain, and it got shut down, but it just popped right back up.
The dwarven servers.
Yeah, I wonder what they name them.
Oh, they probably have like little code names for them.
Yeah.
The Goblin's Cave.
There's people out there that really believe that like the digital world shouldn't have like blocks on it, and that it should be open to everyone at all times.
It's like a freedom of information kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And a lot of them are hackers, and they crack games that are expensive, like these $60 games. They just...
Mm-hmm.
And like still, Harry Potter, I think they crushed as far as like how much money they made.
Yeah.
Like big games like that, they still make crazy amounts of money, even though these people will crack the game.
Yeah.
And they'll actually optimize the game to run even better and smoother than the game itself.
They did that with Elden Ring too, didn't they?
They do it, yeah.
Hmm.
Yep, they optimize it and make it run even better than the game, and they upload it for free.
Dang.
Yeah. That's what we're seeing with a lot of stuff is the fans, they like take what's already there and
make it better.
Yeah, Turtle Wow. I think you're saying Harry Potter. The Pokemon game I'm playing is a completely fan-made thing, and he just took all the good stuff from all the games and made his own.
Look at the emulators. You can now run them on like 5 times the native resolution it normally plays at.
Mm-hmm.
That's done by just players. It's not done by Sony.
No.
Sony don't care about them old games.
Oh, man.
Dude, I saw a Zelda in a GameCube case. It was like $130 per game. Zelda GameCube game. I'm like, jeez.
Yeah, dude, I really kind of want to get into like have a good like retro collection, but like as I'm looking at all these prices, it's like, do I really want to spend like $1,000 to have this one system and like 7 games?
Dude, we should take that Japan route.
Yeah. There's 2 sites I'm using, and it's one directly connects to lost my phone. The the Japan eBay, and so you buy from them, they buy from Japan, and then it's like brought over. But you can get like Japan exclusive kind of stuff. I've been looking at Game Boys and stuff like that, and they've got Game Boys that have never been released outside of Japan. Just like a bunch of cool stuff for cheap. You can get Game Boys for like $10 a pop.
Oh wow!
Like bidding, but
Yeah.
But there's like lots of them though. Like there's like the one three or four old Game Boys. You could buy all of them together in one thing.
Yeah, people are selling like, I mean, they're Japanese games. If you buy the Game Boys and you put in an English cartridge, it'll play it in English. But if you buy a Japanese game cartridge, doesn't matter what Game Boy, it'll play it in Japanese. So you can buy Game Boys there, and they'll play all the same games.
Okay.
There's huge lots with like 50 Japanese games that I've never seen, ever heard of, and I'm sure it's going to be the same for you guys. They're just crazy weird games. That
Dude, just do it.
Yeah. Like
do it one time.
They just were never like big enough to be like sent to other countries. Like they were only like popular in Japan kind of deal. Like we got the big stuff. We got the Mario, we got the Kirby, the Pokemon, the Zelda. We got all the big successful stuff.
That's funny.
But we didn't get like all the little tiny like
all the little cool side games.
Yeah, like the indie type games of that era. Just like smaller studios and smaller companies like sending out games through Nintendo. But I think it's Sendico is one of them. And it's super cool, man. So much cool stuff. And it's more than just Game Boys and video games. There's all kinds of like collectibles and stuff like that.
Want to throw something in the Telegram?
Oh yeah, I'll look up something real quick.
Because I would love to get an old Game Boy, refurbish that boy.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, give me one
Keep having
second.
to like readjust how I'm sitting, and then I know this couch is making a lot of noise.
You're good. Your mic usually doesn't pick it up. His might. It's not a big deal.
It's always
our
my
gain's
fault.
pretty low. That's why I keep this thing in my face.
Yeah. So I'm leaning forward when I talk.
Chad dudes. Thank you for chilling in the tavern right now, my dudes. We just out here vibing.
It's warm up in this bitch too.
Yeah, we had to turn the AC off.
There you go.
That's why I was like, pop it on any minute you can.
Yeah. Alright, it's in Telegram.
Check out this little gobby rogue.
Who's this boy? It looks like the guy that was ganking me.
Little goblin.
It's Goblin Rogues, man. That's all they are, is troll characters.
That's another thing this Turtle Wild did, was they added in 2 races that aren't normally in this classic.
Yeah.
They just added in,
High
The
elves
goblins?
and goblins.
the goblins
Yeah.
and the high elf, which is awesome. I was like, what?
Can you be a dark elf?
You could be a night elf.
They're,
Night elf?
Yeah.
They're like a dark purple. They're more like in tune with nature than like the dark elves are like, ooh, the dark and the edgy and like the white hair and stuff. But you can just do what you want to do, man.
I was just thinking of making an elf priest.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can make a night elf priest,
Yeah, high elf or a night elf.
whichever one
That
you
would
like
look
better.
pretty
Dude,
cool.
and like he was saying, there's 3 skill trees you could pick from for each character. So if you just want to be straight heals, you can just heal. Or you could go like Shadow,
Yeah.
which is what I like.
Shadow priest is cool because you heal by doing damage,
Yeah.
but it's
So
like a
it's-
smaller percentage. But you're also like a DPS class with like a side heal gig.
Yeah, you deal a shit ton of damage, and while you're dealing damage, every single time they get hit, you get healed for it. You can also, I think you can heal your party as well.
you
There's
can
an
heal.
ability.
It's like a percentage based on how much damage you do heals the party.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
And then also, every time they're hit with any shadow damage, there's a chance that they get stunned.
yeah.
Like, that'll be in your skill tree that you'll pick out. So you just, like, shoot them with this. First off, you're all purple and black.
Yeah, the last thing is like the shadow form, so you just get covered in shadows. And all you see is like glowing eyes, and you're just like this black purpley figure.
Yeah, you can levitate. Your mount will be the same color as you.
Dude, I'm doing it.
And you look like you look like the Emperor. Like, the way you, like, use electricity on someone,
Yeah.
and there's, like, a chance that they get stunned every time you're shocking them, and then they're just sitting there, like, stunned for, like, 3 seconds, and then it'll trigger again, and they'll be stunned again, and then I come up and cheap shot them.
Gotcha.
And then Jacob's in the back just blasting them with spells.
Making bread and water in the corner.
$15.
Yeah.
All working.
Yeah. That's the bid for 3 original Game Boys and then a Game Boy. Yeah, Game Boy Color. And you could see sometimes they're damaged, sometimes they're like pristine, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that one on the right's in really nice shape.
They're used. Sometimes they don't have that little black panel because that's usually the first thing to go. But I mean, some basic videos on YouTube will show you how to swap out those screens. They'll show you how to like what to use to properly clean the Game Boys without like removing the stickers and like discoloring them. You know, there's tons and tons, you know, of stuff.
Dude, you know what I want?
Search it, man. You can, like I said, there's anything in here.
Just for a throwback. Even though it's smarter to get the SP. I'm sure it is, but like a Game Boy Advance, man.
Yeah. Oh, take that D off the end. That might give you the actual Game Boy. We'll have to see. Yeah, there you go. There it is.
$7.
$7. Now I'm not sure how much the shipping is.
I saw the 1,000 on there, and I didn't realize it was 1,000 yen.
Yeah. You're like, whoa!
It's like, bro.
Yeah. Overlay paper. So that's just the protective screen. So you need to be careful. Make sure you read like the whole thing. It's just like normal eBay, but it's
just the paper.
Yeah, it's literally Japan's eBay. This is just like a go-between site so that like non-Japanese people can buy that stuff. But yeah. How much is that bad boy?
It says $7.
$7.
Or 8. 1,000 yen.
Yep. 2 bids on it so far.
Doesn't have the back panel.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, they probably just were showing you the inside. Because, like, sometimes the terminals get really corroded if it sat too long.
I miss these things. They were just a really nice size.
Dude, the nice thing about those is the screen was in the middle. So it was, like, the feeling of, like, holding it was really comfortable. Versus, like, the original Game Boys where you're, like, your hands are, like, practically touching where you're holding it. It's closer to, like, what the Switch is now.
Yeah, or like that Razer thing I got from my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can clip your phone into it
The
and you're holding it on
Kishi.
the sides. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
much better. 'Cause,
so
like,
nice to game on.
Yeah, imagine if those were, like, at the bottom and the phone
Oh,
was
yeah.
at the top. That would be terrible.
I had the original Game Boy and the Game Boy Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever had a color. I think I stopped with handhelds for a while.
Yeah, you gave me your Game Boy Pocket.
Is it the red one?
Yeah, and then like a racing game.
Yeah.
And
I had 2 games for it.
Yeah. But that thing's still covered in Sharpie, man, from when you had it. Because you like drew all over it.
I don't know who did. I don't think I did.
No?
It's probably me.
It's you. You did it.
This is the one I had. I had a black one.
Yeah.
I miss it.
It's all in here, man. I mean, you can look up anything. You can look up Dreamcast. And,
$30.
Sega Genesis. It's all that stuff.
It's so worth $30.
Yeah.
But I bet shipping is probably like 15.
Yeah, you are shipping it from Japan, so like depends on how much the shipping is to see if it's really worth it.
Yeah, dude, I handle a lot of mail that is like express shipped from Japan.
Yeah.
So it's like overnighted. It's
That
it's
DH,
ridiculous.
DHL.
DHL.
DHL, yeah.
Yeah, some of their stuff, but some of the stuff they're paying like $115 to ship it.
Yeah.
Because the prices are right there on a lot of the labels.
Dude, I think I paid like think I paid like $30 or $40 whenever I bought our Retroid Pockets.
Yeah.
I was like, I want them as soon as I can get them. Well, I ordered mine. I was like, man, this is... Or no, I ordered both of ours, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, these are sweet. I was like, I got to get one for Jacob.
Yeah.
He plays so many games.
Yeah. I want to get back into that. I haven't.
Dude, the Embernick looks so nice, but I don't. They're always like a little less powerful than the Retroid and a little more expensive. But I know they're getting better, obviously. But
Yeah.
I really like how they look.
I'm holding out right now because I know, like, I'm waiting for the Retroid scene to get a little further ahead to where I'm more comfortable, because it's getting up to like where they're close to like the price of a console, like $200, sometimes more.
Oh, they're like $150.
Yeah. Well, same thing to me, but
pretty much.
Yeah. Trying to like get to that point where it's like, all right, these are the types of games I want to play. I need like a setup.
Dude. He's like, I want a console that plays every single game besides, well, pretty much
for the most
every
part,
single game that
like
I
all
want.
the games I grew up with. It's either I've got to buy all of them and all the consoles with them, or I'm hoping I can get something that can emulate all the games, and then I don't have to buy any of it. Cheers.
You make your way into the tavern.
You make your way. But yeah, I know. I'm getting greedy with the emulators, but
it's coming.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Retroid makes one that runs off Windows instead of Android.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Android's really nice and all. There's so much you can do, but
it'd just be more powerful with Windows.
Yeah. They're coming.
Yeah. We get to the point where like the Android has like the dual screen, like the DS. Then I'll probably think about doing it and just get all like Game Boy to 3DS, like all of that, all the emulate. Like if it can play all of that, then that's worth investing in for me. Because like I just want to relive all my my Game Boy days, but I'm seeing all the price of these Game Boys and the original cartridges and stuff like that, and like the original Pokemon like Red, Blue, and Yellow are like $60 a pop, in like used condition.
We gotta go scouting.
Yeah. What I'm hoping is like you hit like a Facebook Marketplace or like a garage sale or something.
Dude, Rogers.
Yeah.
Rogers is the place to go. I've literally seen tables of like N64 games set out.
Yeah.
And they're like $10-15 a piece.
The
but it's like over the past like, I don't know, what would you say, like 6 years, like or maybe 5, like where just all this retro stuff has exploded in price.
It's starting to come back because I wouldn't say like our generation were like the first that got into video games, because I know that was like an 80s thing.
With the first ones to take it seriously.
Yeah.
Take it to the next level.
Yeah, before you guys were just doing your Pong, we're making content over here.
Yeah. But I mean, like we were just born into video games are already a thing, and there's like so much stuff already out there. And now that we're all adults, have jobs, have income, and it's like, man, like it'd be really nice to have all my like childhood things. And you know, the old guys are like buying like, oh, I had this rocking horse when I was a child, and they're just like, I had this exact Game Boy when I was a child. I had this PS1.
This is the first car I had.
Yeah.
Bought it and restored it.
Like trying to find like the old like, oh, I want like the Twisted Metal original CD for PS1, and I want like this CD, and I want the case for
I wouldn't
it.
mind having a PS1.
Yeah, like you're gonna be
that was a good
spending
system.
so much money. You're gonna be hunting for that stuff.
You can get PS1 games for a good price.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they cheap?
Yeah, because they made so many PS1s and PS2s. Like you can get.
We were just flooded with them.
Yeah, you can buy a PS2 now with a bunch of games
Less
and
than
everything.
100, you could probably get it. at least a console, maybe a game or two, which
Yeah.
is that's decent.
Yeah, yeah.
Last time I saw it was like $200, but it came with like 15 games.
Yeah,
It had a bunch of really good ones, but
dude, I'm not selling mine.
But all I'm saying
No.
is there's all this interest.
that's probably my favorite system. The one that
PS2?
I've played the most, yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite games on the PS2?
Dude, I played everything.
Yeah.
Everything on there. I think we had GTA 3 on that.
Yeah. Yeah, we played a lot of GTA 3. And
Yeah.
that was so much fun, man.
Vigilante 8 was another big one that we played a lot of.
Yeah. That was we were playing that on PS1
Yeah,
and PS2,
that's right.
but it's I think we had the PS1 version. The very first one.
I'm trying to think, like Metal Gear Solid 2. That was one I spent a lot of time on.
Yeah, I remember when he snuck in GTA. Yeah, it was like, oh yes,
Yeah.
that was so much fun, man.
Yeah, we had to hide it.
Yeah.
And then you came home from school one day after I had, it was when I had the PS2. You came home from school one day and you're like, look what I traded. You traded something and you had
San Andreas.
San Andreas, yeah.
Oh man, I wish I could remember what I traded, but I know San Andreas was better.
Yeah.
Dealing and dealing.
It was, dude, it was like, we were so excited. We spent hours and hours and hours just not even completing the game, not even playing
Just
the
driving
missions.
around the truck listening to, because there's the countryside. You could put on the country music in the truck. And
We're listening to old like knockoff Waylon Jennings, like.
Dude, yeah. I could do that for a little bit these days, cruise around. But back in the day, man, we would just do that for hours.
Yeah.
Just drive around.
It was so like new and exciting because like that was like the technology at the time was like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
To have an open map game,
Yeah.
that was just
I
like.
think that was probably like really my first open world game. Besides
Yeah.
like the little ones that were, like you said, how Spyro is kind of open world.
Yeah.
But like
that
this,
one-
like felt like a real open world.
Yeah, Spyro was like explorable, but like San Andreas was just like that sandbox. Like there's no real loading screens for the most part, unless you're like going into buildings.
Mm-hmm. That's a big world. You can go
just-
from one side to the other without a loading screen.
Yeah.
Just drive one vehicle, no loading screens, one side of the map to the other.
Dude, we played the hell out of that.
And then Vice City.
Yeah, we played.
Vice City after that.
No, we got Vice City before San
Vice
Andreas.
City, yeah, Vice City was before. That's right. I
Which-
remember cruising around. You're like cruising around Miami on a little Vespa.
The Faggio. That was my favorite thing. To just so slow.
Yeah, because Vice City was the first one you could do real drive-bys on. You could kind of do it on 3, but it wasn't as good.
I don't really remember what it was like in 3.
Like
I
in
remember
3,
we would drive the Centennial around a lot. The little black car.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to like be gangsters.
Yeah. Dude, so much fun.
Yeah, that story was good. 3 was good. And then, Vice City was a whole new world. And then San Andreas, I remember first time I like crashed off a bridge and go into the water. And my guy's swimming. I'm like, whoa, you don't die anymore from going in the water. You can actually swim now. This was awesome.
Yeah. San Andreas really took it to a new level.
Yeah, because you level up your guy.
Yeah, the jump from San Andreas to 5 wasn't
4.
that, or to 4, yeah, wasn't that big of a jump.
Well, it was online. That was its jump.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I know what you mean. Like the way that you play your character
The
is
mechanics of it
San
all.
Andreas was way different than Vice City in that way.
yeah. Even like the car handling was different.
Yeah, because you get better at your bike, you'd like run faster, better stamina, like
Yeah,
could,
you
like, hit
build
the
your
gym
stats
and
up.
stuff.
Yep,
Yeah.
you could bulk your dude up,
yeah.
or you can make him fat.
Dude,
Have
I
a
just
haircut.
played
Yep.
I played last year on the Retroid 3. And like right away, like you do the stuff for your head, you get to the point where it's kind of like a freestyle. You can just go have gang wars and then your gang takes over that area. You keep spreading out. but then you get busted by the cops and you have to go do missions for them.
Mm.
That's when you like go out to the country, you start doing these little secret missions. So much fun. I have it still for PS2 if you ever want it. Just play it the real way.
Oh yeah.
The real way.
You guys got a troll of the week?
Troll of the week.
Anybody troll you yesterday?
Yesterday. I was with you guys yesterday.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, these two guys, my cousins. Total trolls. No, man, I mean, it's been pretty good. For me, at least. I mean, my kids are always, like, pushing boundaries and pushing buttons, but, like, they're either joking or they're just learning. Like, with little Jack, like, sometimes I just want to, like, I don't know, kick his butt a little bit. He's on the no phase and the mine phase.
Oh god.
At the same time. So everything is mine, and then when you tell him something, he's like, no. And it'll just like, he's crying at the tip of a hat right now, and it's like, man, drop of a hat. There we go. It's just like, it's frustrating, but he's just at that age. He's a little toddler, so he's been pushing me and my wife's buttons, but then he's got that cute little smile. He'll come over and give you a hug after he's screamed at you for like an hour. You're just like, all right.
Right back to the mine.
Yeah.
So he's your troll.
I hate to keep. He's gonna get older and like listen to this. He's like, "Wow, my dad
57 times."
Yeah, my dad really hates me. It's like, no, I'm just with you all day, and you bug me.
You got a troll?
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Jaden.
Makes sense.
Jaden's
He was my troll
troll
last week.
Yeah, I heard. He likes to troll people. Like, he does stuff on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Because then he'll look at you like, "What? Why are you so mad over that? It's only this." And it's like, bro, you've been pushing my buttons all day, and he loves it. Like, but one-on-one with him, he's like the sweetest kid.
He likes to flex for other people. Is
Yeah.
that what you're getting at?
Yeah.
It's these
He's a little
damn
troll.
kids. They're all trolls.
Yeah, he was trolling Joe the other day when we had them all together.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, this little kid thinks he's tough. Look at this little. You think I could? I'm not getting beat up by a 6-year-old." Like, just to Joe's face.
Yeah,
He had, like, a full
he'd
head
be
on.
egging it on, man.
Yeah.
Hard.
One of these days, dude, he's gonna mess with some kid who knows how to like do a double leg and a suplex. He's just gonna get like grounded, dude.
Dude, and then he'll turn around and be like, "I'm actually the nice one, the calm one." It's like, no, you're not. You're just
Why you
trying
so
to
bad?
fight.
Why you acting like this? You're crazy. You're tripping, dude. You're tripping. It's just like, you brought this on yourself, little dudesy.
Yeah, it's a good thing I don't have kids, dude. 'Cause if I were you, man, headlocks. Just, it'd be instantly headlock until they stop.
How about you, man? You got a troll?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Ellie. You know, we're just gonna have to blame all the kids. So we have
Life lesson for everybody at home.
we all had that nice cookout.
Mm.
We smashed. I actually ate twice.
Mm.
Had a couple brewskis, and then decided to stop at Mickey D's for an iced coffee before I came home. And I got Ava a vanilla ice cream cone.
Mm.
And first off, it looked great.
Yeah.
So we get here. I'm thinking that they're not going to be here yet because they had to stop somewhere else. And there's my sister with Ellie and Landon. And I'm like, yo, you better hide that ice cream cone. And they were like, yo, bring her upstairs. Don't let her see it. Ben's like trying to mumble it. And like, little Ellie travels all the way up here just to see what Ava was hiding behind her back. What was she hiding?
Yeah, it's got her little senses are tingling.
She tripped. She's like, I want ice cream cone.
Oh my gosh, dude.
We tried to hide it.
dude. The younger siblings are always like that, dude. They want to do everything the older siblings are doing. It's just like, it's completely unfair.
I feel bad for Ava.
Yeah.
She puts up with it, though. She really does. It doesn't, like, really get to her, but she can tell, like, it's very obvious. Ellie's, like, right on it. Everything has to be the same.
See, that was a big difference with us growing up because there's like 6 years in between us. I was more like, this is my little homie. Like, I'm bringing him with me.
Yeah. I was like,
take him to my friends' houses and shit. Like,
doing something new today. I'm gonna go shoot a shotgun. Go blow something up. There's some firecrackers at the Amish.
Oh God, I remember that day.
Yeah, I got a fine. I was 11 years old, dude, and I got my first fine.
How much was it?
I don't know.
$50.
It wasn't much. I think it was less than 100.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
I think it was like 100 or less. Yeah. He was like, "How are you gonna pay for this, young man?" I remember I was just a little kid. I was like, "I have an allowance." He's like, "How much do you make for your allowance?" Dude, those Amish whipped out the cell phone.
Yeah.
Called the police.
Yep.
And those cops lied. The cops were like, "Well, someone at a house nearby saw it happen."
Like, there were no houses nearby.
What are you talking about? We were out in the middle of nowhere. We were with the Amish. Like, the Amish called you. The Amish Mafia is after us right now.
We found the Troll Bar Tavern. Like, oh, shoot.
We found the troll. He's only 11. Take him down.
Quickly, before he starts playing video games.
How about your bard, homie?
I got a few bards, honestly. Shout out to JJ. He all but gave me his 3DS XL. Yeah, he was just like...
Don't you already have a 3DS?
I have a... I do have a 3DS, and now I have a 3DS XL. I was asking about it. I was like, "Oh, Jay, you play that game anymore?" He's like, "No, dude, I haven't touched that in 6 years. I don't even know if it works." I was like,
"Oh man,
okay."
You fiend."
He's like, "You can just have it," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Okay.
But I felt bad just taking it, so I just bought him a bunch of like protein shakes because me and him have been lifting, and just kind of like, I was like, "I'm trading this for your
That's what's up."
And he's like, "I don't care, dude. Just take it." He's like, "It's just taking up space on my shelf."
So, I guess you're going to have to pass down your old 3DS since you don't need it anymore.
Oh, who could possibly need a 3DS right now?
Oh, man, I've seen people mod them. Nah, put all the games on it for free.
Oh, yeah.
Since the shop went down.
The eShop went down. Yeah. It's a total bummer. You can't get... I even looked at it to see what was going on the other day, and there's nothing on it. There's like 2 crappy default themes that you can like download. Dang. Yeah, like if
that's
you didn't
so sad.
Yeah, they couldn't like leave all the free stuff up at least, you know?
So think about that, like whenever the PSP or even like the Vita came out over 10 years ago, like that store is still open, but Nintendo, a handheld console company, basically they shut down their Nintendo stores for like 3DS games. It's like, yo, that's what you guys are. Like,
yeah, Nintendo has always been like that. As soon as like a new thing comes out, they're just done with that old thing. That thing is dead to them now.
Yeah, it's so weird.
They really only started doing that, like keeping up with some of the old with the 3s, with the PlayStation, like when the PlayStation 3 came out, like around that era. What did Nintendo have at that point?
PlayStation 3?
GameCube and Wii.
Yeah, because they had already basically ditched the N64.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Like a one and done.
Yeah, PlayStation didn't have backwards compatibility. I remember that.
Which one?
From the 3 to the 2.
No, it did.
Did it?
The first like original models of it can backwards.
But then after that they stopped doing it.
Yeah, that's when they stopped. Yeah, eventually they're like, we're making even better PS3s, but they're not backwards compatible anymore. Because
forcing people to buy it.
They should have kept it backwards compatible. Like
it's a money thing.
up to the 5.
Yeah, Oh, they should. Imagine if a PS5 could play all of them.
Yeah.
Could play like the PlayStation 1 games and
Yeah.
everything. Like that would be so sweet.
Dude,
They
that
could
would be
do
the
it.
biggest incentive for me, who doesn't even have any like PlayStations,
Exactly.
to buy a PS5. 'Cause I'd be
Exactly.
like, oh, I can just play all the PS1 games, all the PS.
TV Off-Road Fury 2.
Oh.
For real. Kingdom Hearts, all of the Kingdom Hearts, I can just play right now.
And then all the PS3 games. It's like,
Yeah.
why didn't you guys make a super console?
Yeah.
You could have did it, but it's just like a money grab.
Yeah, I mean, they still probably own all the licensing for like the old games. They could just remake them into CDs, or like just have like a big CD that has like, oh, it's got 30 games on it or whatever.
Digital. Resell
Yeah.
them digitally.
Yeah, the online store. That's even more better.
It's like Xbox
More
kind of did that. They released a lot of their 360 games digitally.
Well,
I love that about the Game Pass.
well, you know what? They do have the cloud gaming. You can play a lot of PS2 games on like a PS4.
Yeah.
They do have that. I forgot that they have that. They have like the subscription
That's
thing.
right. Yeah, I had that for a few
But
months.
still, if they did that with the PS5, that would have been that would have gave me a reason to buy it. Otherwise, I have a computer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Nintendo's kind of pushing that too. They've if you pay for their subscription, you get access to the old like Nintendo games and some of the Super Nintendo games, like the big ones. And what people are hoping is that eventually they start working up through all the games, and eventually it's all digital. Like you have the full Nintendo library that you can just buy from.
That would be cool.
That's what they're working towards, because I think like the Switch is their baby now, and they're just gonna keep.
Or just do it where you pay a monthly fee and you can play whatever game you
Either
want.
a monthly fee or like a one-time digital download. I'm fine with either. Right? Both are good, but
As long as the prices for the digital downloads are cheap enough and they're not trying to screw
honestly,
you.
if they're the same price as like a hard cartridge, like I'd probably still get a digital, because like if I can buy 50 games for the same price as not storing 50 games, you know, especially once you get into like the N64
Right.
cartridges that are like
Yeah.
bricks, and you've got like a whole like drawer full of these things that could go bad, right? Because the cartridges do eventually go bad.
I miss them old things.
I like the nostalgia of going through the CD tower and trying to pick out which PlayStation 1 game I'm going to play.
I mean, dude, we were talking about
that stuff. Up top.
the hard click of the N64 or the Nintendo Super Nintendo cartridge, just the clunk as it like sets in there.
Yeah.
Is that's a one of a kind
And
of
then
feeling.
that big click over on the Super
Yeah.
Nintendo, or even I think the N64 had like a big button
Yeah,
that
that
you
big
just
toggle, yeah, clunk.
you might recognize some of those discs, dude.
Matrix.
I don't even want to open those.
That one's kind of open at the bottom.
Yeah, I think a couple of them came open, but most of them were sealed.
Yeah. Another Bard I have is
The Getaway. Oh,
Dude, The Getaway.
I forgot about that game.
Me too. I did. I forgot we played that.
better get that emulated, dude.
Yo, I got it.
Do you?
Of course, I have a PS2 emulator. We about to be playing some Neopets in a couple days. Part 3.
A demo disc.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah,
old
man.
demo discs. Those are all demo discs.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
My other Bard is our guest today,
Sir Edrok.
Sir Edrok, because he is the one who got me into video games. Because I always played video games at your guys' house, but the first thing I ever owned, video game thing, was your Game Boy Pocket. And that was the first like gaming system I ever owned.
Dude, did you have a little racing game?
Yeah. That was that game.
I remember that.
I can't remember what the other game was.
Yeah.
Black and white on the Game Boy.
Yeah, Game Boy
Racing.
Pocket, man. It was awesome. I loved it. I could take it anywhere. All I need was some batteries. And like everywhere I went, I could play it on the bus. I could play it at my house. I could play it in my room. I could play it while watching.
And those
TV.
batteries lasted forever too.
Because it was like 30 pixels or whatever. Like it was so like low.
Not quite 64 yet.
Yeah, whatever it was.
I think it was either an 8-bit or a 16-bit.
Yeah, but I think like I would have gotten into video games at some point. Yeah. But I got into Nintendo and like the Game Boy scene.
Yeah.
Because of that. Because
wow, you shaped this fiend.
Yeah, for real. I could have been a PS boy.
You guys are nothing without me.
Yeah,
nothing.
I know. So all those PS2 like hours that I just sunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta give that to you.
Yeah,
because you went and bought that PS2.
Yeah,
dude, I was working. I saved up my money. I was like, dude, I'm going out. I bought. That was my first. It wasn't even Blu-ray then, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
they all were. All the PS2s.
Then that would have been my first Blu-ray player.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I remember Monsters Inc.
Heck yeah.
Dude, we used that thing so much every day.
Yeah, do you remember how bad it was at the end? Like we had to keep the
At
cover.
the end.
Yeah, at the end of its life.
This winter years.
Dude, we had to keep the cover off, and like sometimes you had to like reach in and hit the thing so it would spin the disc right because it was just so dirty inside. We like compressed air the whole thing out. We tried cleaning it, and it was so far gone.
Donezo.
Yeah, and then that girl I was dating, she bought me a new one like a couple years later. I was like, yes.
Dude, one of the coolest things about the PS2, you can take the disc out and keep playing the entire game, and like save it whenever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It like somehow flashes the game. It can keep playing.
That's wild.
Yeah, and like through save areas and everything, it'll keep going.
Huh.
It's wild.
I saw a cool thing I never knew for the PlayStation 2 when it has like the loading screen.
The memory card.
Yeah, with all the towers.
Yeah.
And like each tower represents a game you've played previously on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And it like saves all of it.
And how far you got, and that's like the taller the towers
yeah.
are, and that loading screen. And you sent that to me, right?
Time spent. I never knew that. I always like wondered, like I always thought it was random, and then like someone like
it gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
Eventually,
cool.
it's just like New York City, like on your loading screen. Just
I learned that a few years ago.
That's why I love the Vita and the PSP still, because it's just like it really is a portable. You know?
Yeah.
It's got all the PlayStation games.
That's why I've saved all my Game Boys. I'm hoping your sister still has my other ones. That would be fire.
Think she has them? She doesn't. She might have them.
She might have. So like I had.
It was just an idea. Now it's become we gotta find these fucking games.
So she hasn't said no. I don't have them. She said if I have them,
Give
they're
them up
downstairs
already.
in the basement, dude. Honestly, all of my old Game Boy stuffs, I wouldn't have sold it. I wouldn't have just given it away. I would have loaned it, but only to somebody I could actually trust. So like it had to be family or like super close friend. And the first person I thought of, and I don't know why, was Angel. And I was like, maybe, like shot in the dark, maybe she has it.
He's like, I'm still looking for my Xbox. I don't have it.
Well, like, dude, that was sitting in a closet, and I guess all my Game Boys are sitting in a drawer. But still, man, I've just been getting the hankering for some retro gaming and on the Game Boy. And if I didn't already have the consoles, I'd be playing it on the Retroid. What'd I do?
The other mic. Picking up all that sound. Oh no.
That's gonna be loud. I apologize.
Foot movements.
All the stomping and everything. Well, we'll see how it turns out.
Yes, this is we're trying something different, so this might turn out really bad.
We got some new mics, and we are not 100% sure how we're going to use them.
Foot was on one of them this entire time.
We made mistakes.
Just 2 hours of.
I have to re-record this whole episode.
Oh, another day. But yeah, I'm hoping she does. If not, I'm no worse off than I am right now. But if she is, gold mine. If she do have it, oh, I'll be in my glory, man.
To say Uncle Dale's my bard for buying that new grill and making them fire-ass doggies.
Yeah.
Those brats were awesome.
Yeah, I ate like 3 of the brats.
I ate one of the hot ones. Did you get a hot one?
I don't think so.
No,
Oh,
I didn't know there were hot ones.
Yeah, there
Dude,
were some
they
red
cooked
ones on
so
there.
good on that grill.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, Dale.
Quick and simple.
Yeah, he fed me. Good food.
Who's your bard, dude?
Sounds like a cop-out, but I mean, really, it's both of you guys. I'm going to put you both as my bards because
What do you know?
You both helped me. I know you mentioned on an earlier episode, but you guys both helped me get my place in order with painting. And Jesse's been coming over and chilling. You came over and chilled out for a little bit the one day. Just been... it's been a little bit of a rough patch in my life, but I appreciate the support from you guys. And plus, you guys are doing this thing, this podcast. I mean, it may or may not take off, but it's pretty cool. You set out a goal and you guys are doing it, man. Fucking killing it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We've been,
Ain't never gonna stop gaming.
no, we're never gonna stop gaming. Just been pushing and trying new stuff, and, you know, we've been wanting to get another guest on, and we've been wanting to get you on. I mean, we've got a list of people we want on. Like, there's so many people, but we're just gonna start knocking people off, you know, one by one, getting them on, talking about games, man.
I'd definitely come back and do this again as long as my work and Fiend schedule lines up. Get the Fiends.
Oh, we'll have to get you some kind of PC, man. Because, like...
Yeah, I'll definitely try that Turtle WoW out.
Getting on the stream.
Yeah. Look, I'm riding a friggin' turtle, dude.
Friggin' turtle, dude.
Which we're about to get our turtle mount soon.
Yeah.
On our other characters.
It'll be me. Little tiny gnome on a turtle.
Nice.
That's it. That's episode 17. If it, hopefully this comes out alright. The sound. If not, sorry.
Here's hoping. If not, we'll just put a dancing pig or something for an hour.
Sweet revenge.
Cheers to the tavern. Yeah.